So I had a coaching call with my team today, and the focus of the coaching call was self-awareness. We all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses, and there is so much information out there this day and age of how we should run our business and how to make the most money, which leads to buy, not to buy, how to spend our time. I think one of the most important, crucial things that is missed is we all learn differently. We all have different assets we bring to the table and different weaknesses we bring to the table. And being aware of what those are should be the foundation of your business. Using what you do well that's unique to you should be the foundation of your business. And you shouldn't take who you are as a person and fit it into how someone else says you should run your business. So before we get into it, if this video resonates with you, if you find it helpful, click subscribe. This is the only way I know if what I'm sharing is helpful or not. And don't be shy. I get calls, texts, emails all the time from people watching these videos who have questions. I'm always happy to help. That's part of the process of sharing here. So let's get into it. Here's the activity I did with my team. I want you to take out a pen or paper and write down one or two things that you believe is a strength of yours or a unique ability, a superpower, right? There's however you want to look at it. And pause the video. Take some time to think about this. Don't rush it. Don't put something that you think you should put down. Really think about who you are as a person and what makes you different. We all have something. It's what makes this world amazing. We all have these different skills and skill sets. So take some time and think about that. After you're done, press play. Here we are again. Write down how you think that strength gives you an advantage in your real estate business. What does that strength do that helps you? Take some time to think about that. Write it down. How can you apply it to your business? How does it give you an advantage? Having an understanding of this can make us better. It can know where we should dive in and press harder and where we need to learn and grow. So take some time, press pause, and work on that. When you're ready, come back. Next question. What are your weaknesses? If you don't have any, that may be a weakness because self-awareness may be a weakness. We all have our weaknesses, right? And the first step is acknowledging, okay, what might be a weakness? And I'm not saying we need to get rid of our weaknesses. I'm saying what adaptations can we put in, or systems or processes can we put in that doesn't have that weakness hurt us or be a crutch for us, right? That we can actually use that weakness to our advantage in some cases. So what do you think a weakness is? Right, first, write down your weakness. Second, write down how you think that weakness might hurt your real estate business. All right, pause the video. Spend some time on this. Okay? Once you have it down, listen, there are no right or wrongs. This is who you are. Think about how you can improve your weakness or use your weakness to actually accelerate your real estate business, or at a minimum, how you can use your weakness to not send you spiraling in the wrong direction, how you can accommodate for that weakness. And make sure you know what your strength is and how you're going to apply that, because we want to double down on our strengths and we want to have an awareness of our weaknesses. All right? Let me give you an example. When I was a newer agent, I was very aware of this. I wasn't very good in terms of scripts, talking on the phone, experience. I was a new agent. It's about 10 years ago. I just started into the listing game and I really wanted to become a great listing agent and work on those skills, but I didn't have them, right? So what I write down for my two strengths when I did this activity, I believe I'm a good listener. I have a little bit of patience. I'm more introverted by nature. I don't like a lot of big crowds. I don't want to be the one doing all the talking. So I like to ask a couple questions, and I like to listen. I like other people to take center stage and tell me about their goals and about their life. I'm happy to do that, right? And that's one of my strengths. The other strength was I'm pretty disciplined by nature. I don't want to say it comes easy, but I enjoy the process of doing the same thing every day and seeing growth, right? That just feels good to me. It always has, whether it was sports or business or whatever, the gym, whatever, right? So that discipline really helped me do the same thing every day. And my patience, my ability to listen, the introvertedness, helped me just let sellers talk, right? I would call an expired and I would say, what do you think stopped your home from selling? And they would just go. They would just talk, right? Oh, I can't believe it. Everyone was complaining about my driveway, but I have a great drive. Whatever it is, right? They would just talk. And I would just listen. And I wasn't very scripted. I didn't know what to say. So I was good listening. I would just let them go. But then I would show them that I heard what they said. I would say, listen, it sounds like this driveway was a real problem for you. Has anybody mentioned the views that the driveway provides? Is that something that was talked about? No, I can't believe it. And you would provide a solution to the problem. That's just an example, right? You would show them you were listening and provide a solution to the problem. Wasn't a lot of talking. And because that was a skill set of mine, people felt really heard. And they wanted to work with me, right? So because I knew that was a skill, I said, listen, I may not be good at anything else, but I'm going to show up every day and I'm going to listen. I'm just going to do that day after day. I'm going to go all in on that. Spend all my time making my calls, listening, making my calls, listening. And that listening turned into listings, etc. And slowly my skills did get better, right? But I understood that. I had an awareness of it. Now for me, my weakness was I'm an analytical personality type, and anybody that studied personality types know we like to get stuck. We like to look at all the numbers, all the angles. We want to make sure we're not missing anything. And what this does, it can cause, if we're not self-aware, it can cause analysis paralysis, which makes us literally do nothing. So I am aware that that's the type of person I am. I had some great coaches and mentors who helped me realize that. So I was able to create a system or compensate for that. When I felt myself being stuck, I would have a saying in my head. I would give myself a certain amount of time. Okay, I can spend a half hour working on this, but then I have to make a decision. Right or wrong, I got to move forward, right? If it's a really big problem or really big, okay, I'm going to sleep on it. But in the morning, I'm making a decision and moving forward. I'm not going to allow myself to get stuck, to try to be perfect, because that paralyzes me from taking action. So I'm aware of that, and I overcompensate in the other direction. I had a great mentor who told me, he gave me a great scenario that I think about a lot that helps me whenever I get stuck to this day. He said, you have two people in a scenario. You have person A, they make 3 decisions a day. They get those 3 decisions right every single time. They're perfect. They've made 3 right decisions. They make 3 right decisions every day. Then you have person B. They make 50 decisions a day. They get half of those decisions wrong. They're only right 50% of the time. That's an F. 50% is an F. But because they're making so many decisions and moving forward so fast, they've made 25 correct decisions. And that person who's made 25 correct decisions blows the perfect person who only made 3 decisions a day out of the water. It's not even close. And when you do that day after day, that differential is huge, right? So when I think about it that way, it helps me understand that to grow and to learn, I need to keep making decisions. And that doesn't mean I do it blindly. Of course, I want to look at the numbers and make a rational, logical decision, but I also don't allow myself to get stuck, right? And that helps me. So those are the 2 ways I took my skill set and tried to use it to my advantage early and honestly still to this day. I keep those things in my mind because it's part of who I am. These are things that I deal with, no matter where I am in business. So if you spend the time to do this for yourself, don't put yourself in a box. Don't be someone else wants you to be. Think about what you do and what you do well, whether you're a new agent or a veteran agent, and double down on what you do well and create some systems for them. Don't ignore one or the other, and don't put it in cruise control. Double down on what you do well and create some systems adaptations for those weaknesses, and that'll keep you growing. That'll give you a chance to add some different layers to what you already do. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit, but not just totally forgetting what's got you where you are. And also, if you look at it from this perspective, you're going to enjoy the process more because you're being true to yourself more. So if you have any questions, I hope this helps, hope it's informative. I would love to hear what you think, how this worked for you, if you do this exercise. If you have any questions, again, don't be shy, I'm here. Shoot me a text, call, email. Hope this helps. Make it a great day.